Bad Shoemaker, Shoemaker Guitar Works. How's it going? So I'm back with the Kent Americana that I'm doing the restoration to. Taking two guitars and making one good one. So this is the neck that I pulled off of the other guitar body, and I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work to it down here where it was formerly glued. But one thing that I wanted to show was this has this red shim material on it, and I had forgotten because it'd been a while since I pulled this guitar apart, but that must be factory Kent shimming because this is the parts from this guitar when I pulled it apart, and it has some of that same, it's like a Bakelite almost kind of material that they put in there to shim the neck up. So I just kind of wanted to show you that. That's kind of unique that I found that in there. So here's the new Kent emblem and the new old stock volume and tone knobs. I think I am going to not necessarily strip this thing, but I'm going to sand it quite a bit and do pretty much a refinish. I'll tape off the Made in Japan logo back here, and I don't know if I'll remove this Kent or tape it off and replace it with the new one or whatever. I think I've decided to replace all the tuners because the tuners on both necks are just sloppy and not really worth doing. And he'll be okay with that because he wants the guitar to be able to play. So, but what I wanted to do here today is just kind of test fit things on here. So I've got the neck pickup here, and I'm going to put it in the hole just to see where this is going to sit. And I want to, obviously there's 4 holes, and he knows that they're gonna be there. I did not plug them because even if I plug them, you'll see them. But so the bridge pickup will fit right down in there as it's supposed to and cover up the spot where that pickup was, and you'll never know the difference. This one I'm going to make a new rubber gasket that's just a little bit bigger, or maybe I might instead of rubber I might use a piece of celluloid like pickguard material. But once this pickguard is on here, there's only just a tiny little space over here from where the humbucker sat that you'll see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'm going to try and lift it up, but there's a little space right there. But I want to test fit everything here and just kind of set everything together. The neck, I've already put it in the pocket, and this neck fits so much better than the original neck did. I gotta jack this up a little bit. Let's see, a piece of Scotch-Brite underneath of there. Hold that up like it's supposed to be so that neck can sit level. My only worry is right here where the neck and the top are. This is the bridge that came off of the guitar that the neck came off of, and obviously you can see it's broken and it's broken through, but I think this is the height that we're gonna go. So if I'm going from the nut to the bridge with the bridge in the position that it came from, we've got good string spacing all across here. I may have to actually tilt it up just a little bit on this end, but I already measured this with a feeler gauge, and it's thinner than a thin pick, so it should work, and it's that way on both ends, and it does clear the pickups. So that was my biggest concern, is will it clear the pickups? Now, I'm going to use the bridge that actually came on this guitar because it's in much, much better shape. But what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take quite a bit of this off down here to make it the same height as that bridge. And you can see there's quite a bit of difference there. Also, I'm trying to record this video in 60 frames HD just to see if it's any different than the 30 frames that I've been recording in, so we'll see. But anyway, so just to kind of get myself an idea of how things are going to fit here, I wanted to do this, and I think it's going to be okay. Obviously, the tailpiece is going to go down here. I can't put it in the right spot because I've got the strap button in there right now, and then the original electronics plate that came out of this guitar that I got the neck off of will go there. Everything lines up. You'll never see any of this lightness from the fading, and so I just wanted to kind of show you that. And so now I'm gonna pull this thing back apart. This is just my first general mock-up that I've done on this guitar. Always mark your pickups if they look the same. That way you know which one is which. This one, actually, the neck had longer wires, so it was a no-brainer. But also, I made myself just a little diagram so I know which goes where. I always do that on every guitar. But I just wanted to kind of show you what I'd done to this body. So the front binding on this guitar was in really good shape, and it's a cream and black binding, obviously. But the nitro was all kind of cracked, and it still kind of is, but we wanted to make it look like an original guitar, not like a restored guitar. So when it came to me, all this binding back here was all broken off and chipping and in different pieces and whatever else. So I put new binding on it, and then put this aged nitro that I mix up on it and blended that in to make it look correct and legit, like it's been there its whole life. These things use a really odd sized binding, and most of these made in Japan guitars from the 60s and 70s do. Some of the clone guitars, like the clone Les Pauls and stuff like that, you know, they use a typical size binding, but these things use a really thin, strange binding. So what I did was I ordered the thinnest binding I could find, that was ivory or cream, whatever you want to call it, and put that on there. And then I had to literally scrape the whole thing down to the correct size. So it's been a little work in progress here, you know. And this lacquer is sat long enough now that it's all dried and how it should be. So basically now what I'm going to do is I will strip the tuners and stuff off of this neck and start sanding on it and get it ready to do kind of a finished blend. I'm gonna fix this heel here because this is all, it's just, you know, from being glued, it's got residue on it, it's got some glue where the screw holes were, and whatever else. So I'll fix that, and then we can assemble the guitar for the final time. But all in all, this is going to be a really neat guitar. All the frets are in good shape on this neck. I think it's going to clean up very well. I've got to get a new airbrush because the last time I used my airbrush, I didn't clean it very well. So it blows, but it doesn't suck. So you know, 20 bucks at Harbor Freight, not a big deal. I'll just go buy a new one. They're disposable as far as that goes. You know, even if you use them once and get your use out of them that one time, they're worth the 20 bucks. And you get new glass jars with them each time, so you have extra glass jars laying around. You can with caps, and you can mix your paint up, and you know, if you got little bits of paint, you can leave them in there, and it seals it, whatever. So anyway, this is the how the project's going to go, and I think it's going to be a really nice guitar for a really nice guy. Probably one of the nicest customers I have, and just a really cool guy. But this is a really cool project, and I'm looking forward to everything I can do to get it done. So thanks for watching, guys. It's just a little update on this guitar. Like I say, this is a Kent Americana. I think 535 or something like that. I'll put whatever the model number is in the description. But thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.